Hello there everybody, Raphael Perry here again with another long overdue update on the Dwarven army situation. So I've been building a new little Dwarven army for Kings of War, and last time I showed off these wonderful Dwarven Shield Wall Phalanx unit by Momminiaturas. I'd only got like a few stuck together. Now they're all glued together, undercoated, and this little podder at the back here, he is nicely done. I mean, he's getting ready. He's just like one base away. I mean, literally, you have a base he's standing on, one base away from being kind of just about finished. So I can work on that unit slowly over time. And then I got these magnificent Dwarven Crossbowmen from Atlantis Miniatures. As a Kickstarter a while back, and you know what, they did alright. I actually got a lot more than just these Crossbowmen, but the other stuff's coming a bit later. Basically I got a bit cheeky. I got in touch with the guys and said, hey guys, can I have some more Crossbowmen? And they were like, yeah, okay, but it's going to cost you. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. So I sent them the money. Obviously they sent me the stuff separately before the other things, so I'm waiting on other stuff. So here we got a bagpipe player. I'm going to have to straighten one of those pipes. I've done a little tidy up on this stuff on the right here. Over here on the left we have some I haven't touched at all. I haven't even taken out the bag. I only just opened the bag before starting recording so that it would be easier to get into. So we've got a bagpiper here. Now she's interesting. There's a bit of a, I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on this, but there's a bit of a seam down the scabbard of that knife. And here on the shoulder it looks like there's big mould slippage, but I think it's just the fur lining up in a very odd straight line. She's going to be fun to play. She's got her cheeks all puffed out. We've got this troll huntress with a mighty bearskin headdress, and a couple of orcs' heads, one under a foot, one with a hand on. What I do like is these bracers where she's got teeth or fangs from some giant creature she's defeated just as trophies. Interestingly, she seems to have her head shaved at the temples, but long plaits coming up the side, a bit almost like big bushy sideburns. That's a little weird. Now, this long handled axe, which is basically like a polearm, is a little bent, as you can see, and I'm probably going to have to straighten that with a bit of hot water. Shouldn't be too much trouble. The resin felt quite soft as I was just trimming and tidying up. Now here we have a number of crossbowmen, 10 actually if you count them. 3 in bags at the back are in bags because they're multi-part, and so these ones I have trimmed and tidied up excess stuff, but these ones over here, as we're going to see, are just going to come straight out of the bag. And I'll look, most of them have a little kind of stub on the bottom where they've been removed from a sprue or something. So we've got this one, he's got his crossbow slung over his shoulder, quite kind of relaxed looking. I like it. Butt of the crossbow, they tend to have a metal brace around the butt of the crossbow. The crossbows are all the same, and they'll have 2 quivers of bolts and a dagger in most cases. This one only seems to have 1 quiver of bolts, so of course I had to pick him out first, didn't I? I'm not seeing any major issues to tidy up on that one. So the little keg there has a little tap on it, you know, just so he can go sort himself out something to drink while he's marching from one place to another. So this one, he's going to have problems standing up until I've tidied up the bottom of his feet, obviously. Let me just sort out that camera distance ever so slightly. I'm not, oh yeah, there's a mould line down the arm there. I'll just have to scrape that off from the knife. It shouldn't be too much tricky. So we've got 1 bolt case there and 1 big mould line down the quiver. Going to be harder to deal with that, so I might just have to treat it as a kind of fold in the lever or something. Each of the bolts on the crossbow has a metal reach on either side of it, like a setting groove that the bolt sits in. I'm not seeing many feathers on the crossbow bolts in the crossbows that are loaded, but the ones in the quivers I am seeing feathers. This one here, we got 2 sets of bolts on the back, Keg on his side, got his crossbow down there loading it. He's got a kind of grumpy expression in his face. I like it. There's a little bit of stuff inside the hood that isn't hair, it's little bits kind of reaching in towards the head, which I could probably get away without tidying up, to be honest. Another thing you'll notice that a lot of the hoods have seams where they're assembled from multiple pieces of, okay, yeah, that's not a seam, that's a mould line right there. But a lot of them are like 2 or 3 part hoods. Now these would be good for kind of crossbowmen or rangers. That is a seam where 2 parts are supposed to join, and not a mould line. So that's a weird 3 part hood with a top bit on it. Again, he's got 2 bolt pieces on his back. I like his kind of expression there. That's nice. Got another fairly standard standing stance. Based on the size of them, I'm actually not seeing a lot of flash on my crossbows. I have to clean up a bit on the bow portions of the crossbows, on the arms of the bows, on the ones on the right there. Maybe I'm just not quite. He's got his knife on his back for some reason. Maybe he's been watching too many bad movies. Got a case of bolts there. He's only got 1 as well. Okay. And we get this one. He's got this running. He's got a weird expression. He's a bit kind of like puffing, or not quite puffing, but it's the very full cheeks and the hair streaming back. 2 cases of bolts on his back. So then we get to the last 3 here, who are in little bags for. Now, of course, my camera chose the worst possible moment to run out of hard drive space, but if truth be told, I should have been looking a bit more closer at the time and taken that into account, but I was just too blown away by the incredible quality of these fine figures. So the last 3 crossbowmen, this one, he's got an axe on his back, which is going to need some trimming there, and there's a bit of just weak flash. So axe strapped on his back. I think he's supposed to be the kind of leader figure. Crossbow here stretching out. A little bit of trimming is going to be required there. These are more like the figures I got out of the first bag. And then a shield. Here's that'll go on the side there, a bit like that. This one up here, he's leaning on his crossbow, but there's a bit of a gap between the body. I think it comes out a little. And then there's going to be more trimming required there on this crossbow, definitely. Not on the elbow, so the arm joint will be okay. You get this kneeling one with a crossbow and shield. That's going to need trimming at the joint, as are underneath the feet. Shield, going to need a bit of trimming at the back there. And I like his crouching, squatty, kind of grumpy, I'm going to shoot your face. So yeah, lots of nice miniatures here. Working slowly but surely. The dwarfs under the lantern may work slow, but they work exceeding great. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'll pop a link down to Momminiaturas and Atlantis Miniatures in the description below. If you like what you see, if you want to go get some of their stuff, by all means, go get a look. But for now, I'll say bye, and I'll see you all next time. Cheerio, guys.